Hello and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. One of the last where we will be looking at a specific card. So excited. Oh, let me mute. Hold on. Come on. There it is. All right. Okay. Hello, Kay and Michelle and My Heart's Journey. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I hope everyone is good. I am wonderful. Blessed Hecate's night for those of you who follow Hecate. If you do not, then happy Tuesday and Tarot Tuesday. And I was saying, I can't believe, literally, we have tonight and then three more weeks, and that is it for the individual cards. We have 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles left. That's it. Can't believe it. We will continue Tarot Tuesday after this. It will just we'll go into more depth and tarot spreads and interactions between cards and tips of how to do readings and that kind of thing. Michelle, could you put Pat in your Reiki basket? He just found out he has HIV. I sure will, honey. I will put him in my basket. And as difficult and as scary and frightening as that is, the good thing is it is not the sentence that it used to be. I have a lot I could say. I've been through a lot of HIV and AIDS work. When I was in aid, I helped my aunt help her friend Danny open the first AIDS hospital in Houston, in the country, when I was a teenager. So back then it was very different. It was like a death sentence, and now it's it's a serious disease for sure, but it is not what it used to be. It is, I'm sure, still an extremely scary thing. But try not to, panic. Know that there are great things that they can do now. It is not a death sentence like it used to be. But I absolutely will put them in the basket for sure. Would she be mad at an old head of garlic left out for her? No, I don't think so. No, not if you are giving that specifically for her. Hi, Sherry. Hi, M.A. And Nadine. Hello, and Crimson Moon. Hello, hello, hello. So we are like nearing the end of the individual cards for Tarot Tuesday, and it's so odd to me. It's been such a long journey. Someone, and now of course I'm trying to remember who. I can't remember. Someone said something to me about a card and said, do you have a different video for this card? The only video I can find is the December of 2019, and I'm like, no, because it's been going on that long. Because it's 78 cards. We've been doing it a long time. With breaks in between when moving and Witchy Palooza and all that kind of stuff. We kind of took some breaks in between. And so the series has been life-altering. Been able to fall in love with tarot here with Mama and with you all. M.A., thank you so much. That means so much to me. He was able to catch it early because he was going in for other health problems. That's good. That's really good that he was able to catch it early. Perfect. Now he can get on the right regimen of medication and figure out. Actually, I have heard recently, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I've heard recently that they have some instances where it has been cured if they catch it early enough. Don't quote me on that, though. But yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Hi, Fatima. So I absolutely have adored this series too, and it's kind of weird to me that this part of the series is coming to an end. Like I said, I'm going to keep going with Tarot Tuesday. There's so much to learn about tarot that I think it can be absolutely forever. I could probably continue this series forever. There's so much to learn about it. And I don't know how long exactly this series will continue. We'll see what happens, and if it comes to a natural conclusion and we kind of run out of stuff to talk about after a while, then that's what'll happen. But there's so much that can be learned that I don't see that happening for a while anyway, for sure. Can be undetectable. Yes, so glad he caught it early. Yes, perfect. Absolutely. For sure. Yes, yes, yes. It is a way different thing than it used to be, for sure. I remember being an aide, and I tell this story a lot, so some of you may have heard it before, but being an aide, and I was one of the only aides back then who would take care of AIDS patients. Because there was still a lot of stigma, and people, even though the medical part of it came out and said that you weren't going to catch it by, touching someone or holding their hand or whatever, people were still very fearful. So a lot of our aides wouldn't take care of AIDS patients. And so I remember being an on-call aide, and I would go to about 10 different AIDS patients' houses and just do their daily baths and get them cleaned up and make sure that they ate and that kind of thing. And one of the I think one of the very first deaths that I ever attended, that I had the honor of attending, was an AIDS patient who I held his hand and sang to him, and his family wasn't in the room, and it seems like such a long time ago now. Now of course we know so much different, but it was always so sad to me that his family just wouldn't have anything to do with him. They were so afraid and ignorant. Sad. Okay. Yeah, it was an ugly time for sure, Emma. I agree. There was a lot of fun things about the 80s, but it was a very much selfish kind of phase. It was a different time for sure. Okay, so tonight's card is the Three of Pentacles. I love this card. Of course, I am too. It's one of the honors of my life is to be there when people transition. I think it's very special, and it's an honor to be there. And that part of that kind of taught me that. So yes. So Three of Pentacles. I'm really excited about getting through the next 4 cards here, including tonight's. And 3 out of the last 4 cards are Pentacles. Actually, 4 out of the last 5 cards were Pentacles, right? Because last week was a Pentacle too. And so for some reason, the universe just wanted us to hit the Pentacles hard at the end here. And so that's what we're doing. We are on the 3 of Pentacles, and I'm really excited. I like this card. It's a lot about teamwork and finding your tribe, the people who can play off of you, and the people who are strong where you are weak, the people that we choose to be a part of our tribe. I like this card. It's a fun card. So we're going to start with the Ultimate Guide to the Tarot. This is the Three of Pentacles. And you can see here we are in the church again, or what I deem to be the church, look like a church. It is the earth element again with the pentacles. It is Mars in Capricorn is the astrological association. Its key meanings are enterprise and success. Very often people say it's the apprenticeship card. The Three of Pentacles shows a stonemason at work on a church. So here's the stonemason right here, following a plan held up by a figure clad in a strange orange cloak. So this is the orange cloak. That's okay, Dana. This is the orange cloak here. Symbolizing lifelong vocation, a monk stands by, observing the work in his building. Our mason stands on a workbench, similar to that shown on the Eight of Pentacles. Both the 3 and the 8 show a craftsman at work, and we still have the 8, so we'll be talking about the 8 of Pentacles either next week or within the next 3 weeks anyways, depending on how the cards fall. The man in the 8 has finished his apprenticeship and graduated into the 3, the qualified craftsman who works independently. The 3 coins are a part of the church's design. His ideas are embedded into the structure of the building. And so that's something to really be proud of. When you see that his work, he has been an apprentice for a while now. He has been listening, excuse me, to the people who have the plans, the people who own the building. So they are talking about what they want. And what they see for the vision of the finished product. And the planner here, he is the architect or the guide. And he has been telling our stonemason, this is exactly what needs to happen here. And so now his work is going to be forever displayed in this church. His work is going to be recognized in this church. Hi, Laura. Blessed Hecate night. Yay! Yes, please do. It was beautiful. The 3 coins are a part of the church's design. His ideas are embedded into the structure of the building. His contribution will be lasting, set in stone. The mason is working by a half-open door, signifying that his good work and reputation will open doors for him in the future. I never noticed that. Apparently, there's a half-open door. Where the hell is that? Okay. I still don't really see it unless that's, I don't know, underneath the archway or something. Where the hell am I? He wears a tunic of rich purple, the color of high office in the church, to show that he is spiritually in tune with his talents and beliefs. This also aligns with Binah, the tree of life sphere, which means understanding. He fully comprehends his brief and knows how to direct his skills to best effect. It is also notable that the mason appears in a public space where he can be seen. He is proud to show his work, and the art he creates is accessible to all, which is more important than the money he will be paid. Of note, too, this is the only pentacle card that shows the coins in black. See how they're outlined in black here? They are a representation of lasting satisfaction rather than a reward of literal golden coins. So in other words, this is not about money. This, a lot of times pentacles can be about money, material goods, the things that we receive when we work. This is about recognition. This is about pride in what we have done. So that because the pentacles are in black, it is less about the material part of it. It is more about the recognition for what we've done. The Three of Pentacles is associated with Mars in Capricorn, which highlights strong ambition and often applies to people who are self-starters. The challenge with this combination is to avoid obsession and sidelining other life aspects with their drive to succeed. I'm in a funk and need a kick. Aw, I love you, Kay. It's okay to be in a funk sometimes. Have you been watching the shadow work series, Kay? I can't remember. But sometimes doing shadow work can kick us out of the funk. Hi, Wendy. The upright meaning is rewarding work. It often shows that you are ready to let your talents shine in public. And the card often appears in readings to show launching a business, receiving a commission, giving a lecture or teaching, or presiding over an important event. Specifically, it can show making a speech at a graduation or wedding. In domestic affairs, the card can predict building or improvement work to your home, putting property up for sale. It's a good card for creatives. A lot of times it shows artistic people. Predicting that projects will be finished and appreciated. The work may also be displayed in a public place. According to tarot scholar Jonathan D., the Three of Pentacles is sometimes called the architect, which means you establish a lasting enterprise, a project that causes you to stand head and shoulders above the friends and enemies alike. The downside, of course, is that you succeed and become visibly successful is the touch of envy you may sense around you. It may feel uncomfortable as you're not used to negative attention. This jealousy, as with elements of all minor arcana cards, is transitory and will not dent your confidence or harm your progress. Okay, so that is the ultimate guide to the tarot. Next is holistic tarot. Not sure when the shadow work time is with you. When I think I know, you're not there. Saturday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so Benabel Wen, the Holistic Tarot, the Tome of Tarot. The number is 3. 3 pentacles are carved into the archway of a great structure. An artisan stands on a bench showing his handiwork off to a friar and a noblewoman dressed in flashy attire. The noblewoman holds the plans for the structure. The friar and noblewoman look pleased with the artisan's workmanship. This card frequently appears in spreads for artists and craftsmen. Skills and abilities will be rewarded. In the card imagery, the artisan is standing higher than the others on a workbench, suggesting elevation in society due to his craftsmanship. And he has the undivided attention of both the friar and the noblewoman. The seeker will gain approval and applause from his or her peers. Long overdue recognition. So a lot of times this is recognition. This is people looking at the craftsmanship that you have done, the hard work that you have put in, and you get recognized for it. It is displayed in a very public way. I also feel like there is a piece of teamwork in this, in that the architect here has the plans and he has the know-how to decide how to plan this. The monk is the building is his and he knows where he wants it and how he wants it to look. And then the artisan is the one that can pull that into fruition. Like the magician pulls the ideas through and creates that, makes it happen, manifests it. And so because they all got to work together, they all did what they are good at, then the work turns out beautifully, right? It turns out like, whoo, this is perfect. Teamwork can be hard, that's true. Click that like button for me, guys. We have 4 likes and 21 people on. The Three of Pentacles is the card of validation. The seeker is being recognized for his or her own merits. Note that many have interpreted the rose embedded into the archway as representing membership into a secret fraternity or society. In questions related to work, the seeker could finally be gaining recognition within a professional organization or institution. So that is Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen. And finally, Modern Tarot by Michelle T. This is the girlfriend's guide as far as I'm concerned. This is how you would talk about tarot with your friends. A young apprentice, or in modern terms an intern, shows their work to a couple of monks, the suits of yesteryear, who regard the youth with respect and approval. Hooray, they want your stuff. If the Three of Pentacles has popped up, you might be getting a significant career win. Perhaps you sold a story, a pitch, a design, or you scored an account, or were accepted into a prestigious program. Perhaps you got some great feedback from a mentor or superior, or got a great write-up or a stellar review. Your beaming and your belief in your abilities has increased threefold. If the Three of Pentacles comes up, you should know that you've got what it takes to succeed at what you're pursuing. It also suggests that you won't be satisfied until the work you're engaged with is close to your heart. Everyone has a different relationship to how they earn their money and different requirements for you. It has to be meaningful to keep you inspired. The Three of Pentacles is suggesting that this is how it is with you, or is about to be. If you're looking for a job, aim high, pursue your passion. If you've been offered a job someplace where they seem to get you, go for it. The Three of Pentacles could represent not a paid job, but an internship. If you're offered an internship that's at a venue that you really value or gives you a chance to work alongside individuals who matter to you, do it. But if it's unpaid slog work and you're hoping it might lead to something you're more passionate about, don't waste your time. The Three of Pentacles believes that you have talent and that your talent will find the home it deserves. Try not to settle for anything less. If this card represents a romantic situation, it could be a workplace affair. Tricky as those things can be, this one might just work out. Common interests and mutual admiration can take this connection far. Okay, so funny to me that I see this at just you, Kay. That's all you have to bring, honey. Hi, Court. I see this as a gathering of great minds, and none of those books said anything about that. But I always think of each of these people have the ability to bring something forward that without that person's gift, this may not have been quite as wonderful as it is. And I see this card very much as a gathering of like minds, but each of them brings something different to the table. So I see it as an internship, but as an internship that requires teamwork, and teamwork that someone may not think like you. And sometimes those kinds of teams are very difficult. It is difficult when someone is of like mind, is headed in the same direction, but thinks completely differently. You know, those people who are very logical. To me, I'm just not that person. I just don't think logically. But if they can come forth and we can work together somehow, I find that it ends up better. You know, if I listen to the logic person, if we can then kind of meld our thoughts together on the process, the project ends up better, right? Kind of inspiring for a creative person to find a support team to work with. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I do affirmations, and absolutely be kind to yourself. So like how Peter is the logic. Yes, exactly like that. Peter is the logic, and I am so not the logic. Absolutely. He is so this is what we need to get done. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but the goal is this. And he's like, yeah, but we have to get to the goal, honey. Oh, yeah. This card is from the Radiant Wise Spirit. This is what they call, what they used to call the Dirty Pam deck. This is the borderless version of the Dirty Pam deck. Yes, so this is very much about finding like-minded people, but people who think a little bit differently to bring something different to the table. Okay, So let's get to some of the cards, because of course I may have pulled a few different examples. And most of them we'll be able to just kind of whip through, and there's a few that have books that I'll probably want to read, but all right. So the first one is from the White Newman Tarot. I like this one in that she has brought forth the window, but she has brought in nature into it. She has obviously brought in spiritualism. So she has brought in different aspects of herself. So the teamwork may not always be other people, although it can be. The teamwork sometimes can just be to bring in different aspects of yourself that will pull everything together. I rather like the White Newman Tarot. It's one that I haven't done a lot of work with yet. It's one that's fairly new for me, but that's the White Newman Tarot. I like that one. Sonia, hi honey. This is the Crow Tarot. The Crow Tarot. I have not pulled this one out very much lately because it's very Rider-Waite-Smith, just with crows usually. So I try to pull out some ones that look a little bit different. I like that they are each concentrating on a different aspect of what they're doing though. And so the crows are bringing things together, just concentrating on a different part of what they're working on. And I think the Crow Tarot is a beautiful deck. I just haven't pulled it very much because it's so, to me, it's very much Rider-Waite. It shows exactly the Rider-Waite usually, just with crows. So I'm like, I try to do something different usually. So that is the Crow Tarot, which in this case is a little bit different. This is the Luna Soul Tarot. And again, here we see that each of these people is obviously comes from a very different background. Hi, Claire. They come from a very different background. They're very different people. They bring something different to the table, and together they are working on, the same kind of project. Did you get the Forexa Tarot? No, I have not heard of that yet. Forexa Tarot. Forexa Tarot. Hold on. Oh, it's the new one from the Crow. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Ooh, very pretty. All right, now I have it up, so I'll have to look. So I like this one in that there's lots of different things coming to the table that they're dressed in different colors. They each obviously have different backgrounds. They each have different skill sets. But they are coming together to finish a project, and they each have brought something with them that will help the project to be more than it would have been without each of them individually. I like that one. This is the Modern Witch Tarot. Again, this is a lot of times it shows an artist. And so here we have the artist working on. Awesome. I'll have to look. We have the artist working on painting a nude woman. And so she's going to be doing different aspects of this woman. I love that there is kind of a more logical person here, kind of directing her in some way. So again, kind of a meeting of the minds to create a finished project. That one's the Modern Witch Tarot. Next is Bone Stone and Earth Flesh, which I love this one. Love this one. Three of Pentacles from the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh deck. Oh, I just love this one. The carving of the sacred stone is not a small task. Those responsible for etching the divine symbols were chosen at birth and taught the ways from a very young age. It is said that you could be in possession of every skill necessary to complete this sacred duty, and yet you may still fail. You may fail because the stone has its own life force, its own mind, and a story that defines it. So part of the skill of carving the sacred stone is knowing how to listen to the ancient whispers of the stone themselves. Only then should one attempt a carving. By mastering this skill, one can create a work of art that will stand the tests of time and be revered for centuries to come. Love it. Hi, Bob. Hi, Ravenheart. Be revered for centuries to come. To carve the standing stones. What an honor, right? So again, this is a public work that ends up someplace in public where many will be revering it, where many will be looking at it and saying, oh, look at his work. What a beautiful representation. It's a great card. Bone Stone and Earth Flesh. This is the Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon Tarot. And again, I love the Three Pentacles in the Deviant Moon. You have this one down here. You have this one. And you have this one. Are all different. And that is because the three artists here are all bringing their own creative force, their own creativity to it. Here, the master artist is drawing this beautiful symbol of a person on the head of this angel. The angel is creating, sculpting from the feminine. This is the feminine here. And then the feminine is painting over the eye of the master to kind of create rose-colored glasses so that the master looks at things differently. So they are all working together to create, in their own way, what will become a masterpiece, all three of them together. It's a great, great card. The Deviant Moon. Right? It is cool. Really neat. Neat card. That's a busy art circle. Yeah, right? No kidding. For sure. Here we have, this is the Light Seers Tarot. I love this deck. Love, love, love. Hate to love, love to hate. Working with others gifts us with the opportunity to learn from one another and to blend energies to create something totally new. Look for conscious collaborators as mentors, apprentices, or both. Co-creating together for the good of the whole is a powerful magic. And this teamwork and community card calls you forth to add your unique essence to the bigger picture. Remember that your relationships are the base of your well-being. If you are having trouble with others, seek to align your goals in order to cultivate peaceful unions. Mutually beneficial relationships place equal importance on each person's novel wisdom and way of being in the world, regardless of the relationship hierarchy. Everyone has something uniquely enchanted to bring to the table. When life paths are entwined, strive to create harmonic states as you weave your way in and out of one another's days. Welcome people into your heart and open doors of possibility that didn't exist before. I step into the vibration of conscious collaboration. I love conscious collaboration. It's such a great word to consciously collaborate, to go into something knowing that you're going to have to give a little, that you're going to have to bring forth your most impressive creative processes and then make it work, make it blend with someone else's different way of doing things. Conscious collaboration, that's a great word. The deck you hate to love. Yes, I know. Because so many people love this deck, and it took me a while to really say, you know what, this is a fabulous deck. And it really is. Really, really, really is. This is one of my new decks, the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Not that it's a new deck to most people, but this is a new deck to me. And again, I love that this deck shows the connections. It has the web of connections. You can actually see the web of connections between people and things and the earth and what they're doing. So here the Three of Pentacles is taking from the brain of one, and the apprentice here is carving from the tree. The tree is connected then to the earth and to both of them. The web of connections to me, I just am loving this deck because it shows those connections that we have through everything. And I love it. So that is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. This is the Witch's Insurrection Tarot. This does have some nudity, and you may be able to see some. So if you're offended by nudity, look away. Now is your warning, your time to look away. The Three of Roses. This again is the artist was a former sex worker, and I love this deck. It's such an empowerment deck. Two sex workers count their money after an appointment. They are making jokes about the trick they just saw and gloating over how much money they made. The Three of Roses represents teamwork and collaboration, and there is nothing like the teamwork and collaboration of whores when we do doubles, making in jokes with our body language, performing the sexuality expected by the male gaze, and doing any other thing we can to liven the moon without the client noticing. The Three of Roses encourages you to look at what you want to achieve and see what other skills could be applied to further your goal, or possibly to see what you have achieved already and acknowledge the ways that others have helped you along the way. Dana. My phone always says Kate, not Kay. I just love this deck. It's so empowering, and it's the artist of this deck, being a former sex worker, talks about not only the bad parts of it and the things that she's had to go through, but also the empowering parts of it and what she found to be empowering as a female doing that. So I just find it a fascinating deck for me. I really like that deck. The True Black. We'll do the True Black Tarot next. True Black. Here's the masterful Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles with the light work. Gosh, this guy and his ability to work with light is amazing. The Three of Pentacles is an invitation to work together, using each other's strengths to create a team more effective than any one person alone. Three coins, each with their own contributions, combine to plant and nurture a sapling. One plants the seed, the other pours the dirt, and a third waters the new growth. This card also calls for planning and dedication, investing in a solid foundation for future growth. This is not a time for gut reactions or guesswork, but careful consideration and preparation. Such a beautiful card. I love the seeds and the water. It's just such a deck. I love the deck. It's gorgeous. Where am I? This is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. the Witch's Tarot. And I love his collaborators here are the Light, the Cat. He has like a potion collaborating and then writing out. So his collaborators aren't human, but they are ideas, light, alchemy, and the kitty. You're sitting on the tarmac waiting to get off this plane. Did you make it home, Bob? Bob has been in Nashville. Sitting by a bonfire, smoking a fatty, looking at some titty tarot. It's a good night. Hell yeah! Yeah, Dana. Gotta invite us over, man. It's freezing up here, so I will not be doing that up here, but I've been cold all day long. Brr. This deck is what the hell is it? King's Journey, Christmas edition. I'm going to start bringing out my Christmas decks here. King's Journey, the Christmas edition. So I love this one. It has very different people that are collaborating and decorating the church here for their Christmas celebration. It's my guess. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Love you guys. Left 73 degrees and sunny. Oh, right. And it's chilly here. Chilly. For sure. So that's the King's Journey, the Christmas edition. Here we have, this is Druidcraft. And the three people look on. Not quite the best night ever, just because I'm hearing coyotes start to circle all around me. I just had brownies, so my ass will taste extra good. Well, you know, Dana, we all think your ass will taste extra good. It's okay. That's Druidcraft. The Enchanted Forest, Forest of Enchantment. Has the Three of Boons. Very cute. I love this one. In a cozy forest cottage, three friends are working together to make a potion. The earth goblin sorts through the mushrooms she gathered. She lives close to the ground and has a keen eye for growing things' usefulness. The old witch brews and bottles the potion. She sprinkles a good pinch of enchantment, adding powder to the pot as she stirs. The raven writes out the spell's instruction and affixes them to bottles that will be sealed with beeswax. Her expertise comes from poetry and from instinct. These friends are here to remind you that even the smallest task, sorting mushrooms for instance, can contribute to a greater purpose, especially if it's done with a happy and willing heart. Offer your skills to projects that can use them, and don't be shy about asking others to collaborate on your own projects as well. Many hands make light work, as the saying goes, and they also make the work much more fun. So this reminds me of this card. Part of the meaning is asking for assistance. And I sometimes get kicked in the pants with like Mel and Mark. I just adore Mel and Mark, and Joseph have been my savings grace. Those of you who have followed, you know, since I left MDL and started our own business, and then went through the, you know, the awful shithole crap that we ended up going through with the business partners and all that, know that Mel and Mark and Joseph have just been amazing. They have been by my side. They have been here like for almost every live. They are always on board to come and help. And I am so bad because I feel like they have just been there for, every step of the way. I'm terrible about saying, hey, guys, I have this thing and I'm really kind of overwhelmed and I'm trying to get this done. Do you think you could come over and help me? I'm terrible at it. So that is another meaning of this card, is knowing that the collaboration is good and asking for help when it's needed is hard. Hi, Corey. Yes, it is not an easy thing. And it's a good thing they know that. And a lot of times they'll just show up even though I haven't asked them for help. I'm trying. I am getting better, Bob. It's funny, boy, if anything was going to teach me about having to ask for help, it's going through all the crap that I've been through in probably the last 6 months is, sometimes I can't do it all by myself. And that's okay. It has to be okay. Universe knows who to put in your path. Yes, I am too. I am terrible about it. So, yes. This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And again, we have an artisan here who is getting help from, it looks like maybe an art teacher and a master painter or something. Plus, some feline familiars help. And Bob has been there too. He's been, just everyone. All of the people who, have really stepped up for me have been unbelievably amazing at showing me who is truly my friend, who is truly family. This is the Dark Goddess Tarot. The Dark Goddess Tarot has the Norns. The Norns, who each do different things when they are creating your web of life. But they contribute in different ways, and they create, the patterns and the tapestry of your life. I hope someone recorded and saved Mama saying it's okay for her to ask for help. Hush up there, Dana. No recording. So I think this is a perfect example of teamwork and of working together, is the Norns, who weave your tapestry of fate. Speaking of live, is there one tomorrow? There is tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we are starting Wednesday nights now, instead of, we've decided, for at least for the dark half of the year probably, to go away from doing afternoon lives. It just hasn't been very productive. I think we're gonna do a little bit better doing evenings, so we're gonna start at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays now. And we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Yule, a lot of gifts, a lot of decorations coming up for pagan Yules. So join us if you're interested in, we're creating a whole lot of things for Yule, for pagans, and have a lot of ideas. We've got some games and stuff that we have ideas to do. And so it should be fun. 6 o'clock tomorrow. This is the 78 Tarot. I'm like you, Jen. I don't like asking for help, but after the fall, I had no choice. Yes. Yes, honey. Of course it's okay. Of course, Bob. This is the 78 Tarot. This is the Mythic Edition. The Mythic Edition. And here we have, I love this one. This is the mythology of dwarves in this card, and it represents prosperity and working hard to manifest success in all areas of your life. Deep within their mountain home, 4 dwarves set about crafting golden pentacles, which will adorn the arch of the doorway. Their black cat watches on intently as they work together in harmony. You do not have to do this alone. You're perfectly capable of succeeding by yourself, but just think how much higher you could aim with help. Oh, yeah, that's calling my ass out right there. I love the dwarves and how they are literally standing on each other's shoulders, right? To create something better. We have the Naked Tarot next. I mean, the Sabbath Tarot. So again, if you're not into bodies the way they were created, look away. This one isn't too bad. It's just a booty. So this is the Sabbath Tarot. Secret societies have long walked hand in hand with witchcraft, all the way back to the earliest mystery cults. Freemasonry is no exception. Many witches find themselves members of this fraternal organization. It teaches the witch that through faith of will, anything can be achieved. The witch is shown reaching towards the all-seeing eye that is floating between the pillars Boaz and Jachin, powerful symbols representing the support and blessings of the gods to those who seek them out. The golden disc is the devotee's reward for his devotion. So reaching for the all-seeing eye. The butt implant. Yes, this is, once again, I don't know. That looks like such a weird ass to me. Whose ass looks like that? It totally looks like a butt implant. Like, what the hell is Kanye's wife? Kim Kardashian? To me, it looks like that weird fake plastic ass. It is not a normal, even the crack. Look at, even his crack doesn't look normal. I mean, he's pretty and all, but I just don't know if I would want my butt to look like plastic bongos, I guess. I don't know. It's odd. It's a bit odd. And you know they had to have, there's no way this guy's butt looks like that. Hi, Josh. I mean, his butt cannot look like that. You know that was the artist kind of doing it up a little bit. His name must be Ken, right? I am an Eastern Star. We have a multicolored pentacle. That's cool. I have seen those pins before. Finally is the Gaian Tarot, which is the Three of Earth. That seems even funnier than it should. Yes. The Gaian Tarot, the Three of Earth. 3 women make tinctures, teas, salves, and other healing concoctions out of the herbs they've gathered in the gardens and fields. They work joyfully together to create aromatic medicine for the good of the community. A traditional meaning for this card is building the house of the goddess. In this case, the temple of the goddess is our own bodies, and the herbs nourish and sustain us. And another one, I forgot to say this. I can't remember where in my notes I put it. Another meaning for this card is if you're a green witch or a hedge witch or into plants and growing things and stuff. Mel, if you're watching this back later. This is a great card for you. This talks about, using all of your gifts to grow and create. And it's a special kind of art. So, yeah, I do too. I love that each of them is very different. Again, they're in different age groups. They're obviously kind of different people. What they are bringing to the table is a bit different. And so I really like that. The Gaian Tarot is really good. Okay, let's read Steven's notes. And then we'll do the before and after part, and then we'll pick next week's card. Yay! We are 3 cards away from being done with the individual card part. Okay, so if you are reading this for a career and finance reading, the Three of Pentacles indicates that you're committed to your work and you want to build upon previous successes. It can represent developing your skills, gaining new qualifications, or doing something like an apprenticeship. One of the key words of this card is teamwork, so future successes could involve pooling the skills and resources of a group of people. If this is a health reading, the Three of Pentacles indicates that your efforts to improve your health and fitness are beginning to pay off. As this card represents teamwork, you may be receiving help and support from others. In a relationship reading, the Three of Pentacles indicates that you are committed to the relationship and are willing to put in the effort to make it work. You and your partner are growing together and learning about each other. The success of the relationship will come from combining your individual qualities and pooling your resources. Again, making sure that you look at things differently, that you look at the strengths of each person. In general, in a general reading, the Three of Pentacles indicates learning, studying, and apprenticeship. It also signifies hard work and commitment. So whatever you are doing, you are likely to give it 100%. Your hard work is beginning to pay off, and you may be collaborating with others to achieve your goals. Absolutely. So if we were to look at right before this happens in the card, the Before Tarot says, here we go. Here's the architect. So here's the architect with the plans. The architect is putting up the plans on the wall and saying, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. This is where it's going to be. And everybody else is kind of looking at it. All right, I get it. Okay. That's a good one. And then after this moment, we get, oh, look at, he's added a statue. So in the alcove here, he has added a statue. So he continued his efforts, and now he has created something even more glorious. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. It's a good one. If we are looking at this in this direction, what happens if we flip the camera around and we're looking at it from this direction? So we flip it right around and we're looking at, that is the entryway apparently, which I did not see. So here's standing in the entryway. I love very curious hats here, right? That long, long tassel here. It almost looks like it's attached to his cloak there, or her cloak, or whoever. And finally, the newest deck that I have for the ends of these is the Tarot of Oppositions, which shows the dark side and the light side, the absolute light side of the Three of Pentacles. So the absolute light side here is he's working along. He has the creative apprenticeship juices flowing. Everything is coming into place. He's learning his craft. All of that is very much the light side. The dark side of this is that he went crazy. He was so ambitious. He was so focused on his work that he kind of went nuts. Covered wagon is almost like the long journey to get to the place they are now. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that for sure. So that is the Three of Pentacles. I love it. I love it. We have 3 more cards left to get through. So let's see what next week's card is going to be. Exciting, exciting. Okay, how do I do this without? Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Which card? I think I chose that one last time. I think I'm going to choose this one. 7. The 7 of Pentacles is next week. It's the break card. Let's give yourself a break card. So we have the 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords left after that. So next week is the 7 of Pentacles. And next week, same time, same bat channel, as they used to say. I am going to come on for a shadow work video midweek, probably Thursday, I think. It's not going to be a very long one. It's just going to be to check in. If you're following our shadow, hi Pook. If you're following our shadow work series, it's just going to be kind of a check-in. This is what I've noticed this week. This is, where we're at, to give you some extra affirmations. Make sure if you're following the shadow work series, you're being very good to yourself. Be good to yourself. It's a hard process. It's a long process. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. On Facebook is our Witchy Wednesday sale. And we have some Yule stuff going on tomorrow. So join us then if you would. And so tomorrow is shadow work at 6. No, tomorrow at 6 is the Witchy Wednesday sale. Probably, Danny, it'll probably just be earlier. It'll probably be like Monday or no, I don't know. I'm sure I will. Next week is Thanksgiving here in the United States on Thursday. So we do have to watch out for that, right? And then next Friday, we'll have a big sale thing going on next Friday after Thanksgiving. It'll be Black Friday, so we'll have a big Black Friday thing going on. All right. So I love you guys. I will put up the event for next week. Next Tarot Tuesday is 7 of Pentacles. And I love you. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Please click the like button on your way out for me. We have 15 likes and 25 people in. So click it, click it, click it. So more people get to see our series with us. I love you. You're the best.